So, how was Congress?
So, for those of you that don't know and are very confused by what I'm talking about and what I wrote on Twitter, today was Advocacy Day. RT, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you very much. Today was Advocacy Day. So I joined the Immune Deficiency Foundation along with, I think like 150 people, I think. And I was hesitant at first, but I said yes because I like helping in any way I can. You know, I'm not really a political girl. I'm not a politics girl. I really don't care about politics. But when it comes to stuff regarding immune deficiency and anything that has to deal with PI, I don't mind like speaking about my story and talking about my experience and telling people, educating, I guess, you know. I spoke to a congressperson, I spoke to House representatives and their secretaries, you know, because some of them were very busy. I think they actually knew what VTubers
What we all
were.
really want to hear is, was it only voice or did you use the iPad, and which model did you use? I am praying it was my favorite worm model.
It was not the worm model. I did not use voice. I did appear as a VTuber. I used my Season 3 model. My Season 3 model, I see it as like my... It's kind of like my suit. It's my business model, I guess. Because it's all the... It's the outfit that I wear for VShojo promotional stuff. So I think that's kind of like my official... It's my formal, like... I am Ironmouse outfit, you know? I had to explain what a VTuber was multiple times. I had to explain what all of this was. For the most part, most people were very receptive and intrigued. There was only one guy that he was like really...
How did they react to
really
the Vtuber anime model? Just curious.
Most of them were like really like intrigued, I think. And they were very nice about it. And there was this one guy that he kept asking me like questions, and he was very interested in like primary immune deficiency disease. And I think like for the most part, people just found it interesting. But like, there was this one guy that he was just so weirded out. And he was like, he looked at me and he was like, I'm so sorry. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And I'm like, pfft. I just basically told my story, and I just told what I felt. I said I really want to go outside, and I want to be able to see my friends, and I want to be able to go out and not be scared of dying. Do you have someone introduce you like this is the third time, the 3-time VTuber of your 2023 content creator of the No, but the rep from the Immune Deficiency Foundation was very, very nice. She was very kind in introducing me each time, because I would just say, oh yeah, I'm a virtual content creator, I'm a VTuber, which means, you know, I make content using them. I explained it just like this. I said, hi, I'm Ironmouse. I am a virtual content creator, otherwise known as a VTuber, which means I use a avatar to portray myself while I stream to people on the internet. And I explained a little bit about like VTubing and stuff, and I talked about what got me into VTubing. But then like they would be like, she's being too modest, and then they would like list like all this stuff. They would like list like all this stuff, and I was like, ah! Don't talk about me! Please! How did Congress react to you? I think for the most part, the reactions were pretty positive. However, there was one guy that was like, he was literally like freaked out. Like I could tell he was freaked out. He kept glancing at me, and then he was like, oh, he was like, I'm so sorry. Like he looked at me, he's like, I'm so sorry, but I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And it's like I'm watching him right now. It's so funny. What a funny guy. This AI oh, well, it's so funny because I think one person thought that I was like a program. But it was so funny. They're like, oh, this is
Did you
an
mention you are a
person.
world champion butt spinner?
No, I didn't mention I was a world champion butt spinner. I should have though. I was very careful in, like, talking. I was very careful. I didn't mention any of the Satan stuff. I tried to be as normie as I could because I just really didn't want to freak anybody out. I didn't want to freak anybody out. Even though I was freaking people out. Which is hilarious.